Hi travelers, Tara here, and I'm going to be bringing you an open reading. Um, we're going to kind of incorporate it to make it also like the full moon, and we have a full moon November 4th in the sign of Taurus. For those of you who are website members, the Transit Watch has been posted for this week, and the moon going to be doing the most on November 4th. Since it's not a water moon or a fire moon, it is an earth moon. And so whatever you're dealing with emotionally or at home or with children or mothers or women, whatever, may come up for you, try to ground that energy with the full moon. The full moon is a time of completion, to end things, to put away old things, so that you can get ready to dust yourself up and get back on the horse for the new moon so that you can start something new. And that's in a 2-week time frame. So this could be about completions of things for you. For some of you, it could be, I don't know, maybe buying a home or something. But I've already posted the individuals. The full individual gallery is up over on the website. And so starting tomorrow, I will be working on completing the romance gallery for the month of November. That will be posted up. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm doing the 20 for 20. So you get one question, a 20-minute reading. You can either purchase a 20-minute video reading or a 20-minute phone reading. And I'm going to be running that from November 5th all the way up until, I don't know, it's on there. I can't remember what the date was. And I'm already starting to book out. For those of you who are not website members, you do not have to join to get in. You can simply click on the link here on up wherever it is, right here in the corner. That'll take you directly over to the website. And right at the top menu there, you'll see, tarot services, Akashic Record Services, refund policy. You'll see that link there for the 2420. I'm taking bookings now, but the readings, I won't actually be conducting any readings for anybody until after the 5th, because I got to get that romance gallery posted. So this is a limited time offer, and it's first come, first serve. All right. I'm just going to be honest with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to, the last two readings, which were for Libra and Scorpio, the individual readings were very interesting readings. There seems to be a theme running through all of the readings this month. And as we know, Jupiter just left Libra October 10th and moved into the sign of Scorpio. Well, Jupiter in Libra is about resetting your relationships. So there's breakups, there's marriages, there's engagements, there's separations. This could be business partners. This could be um, family members leaving, or fights or quarrels. There could be legal issues. Well, that's the 7th house of contracts, and that's a public house. So this could even be about public fights, public spats, public disputes. But what's happening now with Jupiter in Scorpio is all of that stuff that's affected by those types of relationships. So this is alimony, child support, prenuptial agreements, mortgages, joint bank accounts, community property, inheritances, lottery payouts, insurance payouts, funeral benefits, death benefits, all of those things. This is where we're heading into, and that's a whole year of that stuff. So, and that goes on behind closed doors. Scorpio is the 8th house. It is a hidden house. It is a water house. And it also rules death, birth, death, and regeneration. Okay, and it's ruled by Pluto. And Pluto does things from underground. So these are about very deep changes coming about. Now, the opposite house is the 2nd house of Taurus. That's your personal money, whereas Scorpio is other people's money. Okay. I was having a conversation with Clara, who was really distraught about Jupiter and Scorpio. And she's like, no, it's not. It's not. Jupiter's not lucky. It's not lucky. Well, Jupiter is lucky. I know that some Vedic astrologers say that's not, lucky. There are bad things that can happen when Jupiter comes, right? But there are bad things that can happen anytime. And so a lot of times, let's say if you lose someone, like I did, you lost someone during this Jupiter transit. yes, that is very painful. It's the 8th house. It's in Scorpio. This person was a Scorpio. They were a 3rd house Scorpio sun. And what that means is that um, that was, in a sense, that passing gave me a great gift. The time that I knew the person was a great gift. It was better than gold, the stuff that I got out of it, right? And so for me, I have to figure out how to deal with the passing, regenerate that, and then move it on so that I can get something bigger and better. I don't know if that makes any sense, or receive more abundance from it. Okay, so it just depends on how you look at that. I'm going to be, after I do the 20 for 20, I'm going to run probably a special. I'm going to cut that transit tutorial price, I think, in half, so that for those of you who have your charts, if you want to learn how to read the transits, I walk you through that over the phone. Okay, it's very simple, and you get to learn how to read 3 different types of charts. So let's get started with the reading. I have the 4 of Pentacles and the Judgment card, and the 4 of Pentacles is either someone not willing to share something with you, the Miser card, okay, because they're just being stingy, or this could be about you kind of hanging on to whatever security and stability that you have. And this could be financial. It could be physical. Why? Because it's the coin. So this could even be your body or a home. 4s represent stability and stagnation. And this could be about not investing any future things, expenditures, hanging on to what you have and not kind of putting things out there too quickly or too much. Why? Because there's something that we're waiting on. We're waiting on either some news, some decision, or some determination. Whatever this news, decision, or determination is, it is about a whole new way of life for you. This is an announcement. These people are literally being called up from the dead, right? There is Gabriel, one of the archangels, blowing his horn, and there is the banner. That banner, all banners make an announcement, okay? This banner has the international symbol of the hospital on it, or the International Red Cross. In other words, whatever this news is, it is news that is coming to change your life, but it is also telling you that help is on the way, all right? That's always the way I read the Judgment card. So let's get the rest of the cards down. Death and birth and rebirth. And Judgment, I think, is a Pluto card, if I'm not mistaken. 5 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Well, isn't that interesting? King of Pentacles. Wow. The World card. Wow. And the Page of Swords. Literally, I think some of you have lost, like I did. You've lost someone, but you're about to find out, if this has not already occurred for you, that that person has left you something. Okay? And whatever this thing is, that's a lot of coins here. It's heavily weighted towards the coins. Whatever this thing is, I think the person perhaps worked very hard and they saved for it. They worked very hard for it. They were able to accrue or build up. This is the Taurus card. Remember, I was talking to you about that personal monies. Now, when I say some of you may have lost, this could be through a passing, but it could also be through some kind of divorce or separation. For others of you, you may have lost something, but this tells me that you will be gaining something as well. And that's how Jupiter in Scorpio, you have to give up something to get something. That's what Jupiter, he wants to give you something bigger and better. Pluto says that that situation is dead or it's transforming. It's almost like you're in a cocoon and you're simply waiting to be this situation to transform itself. Let's see what's under the deck. It is the Temperance, the Jupiter card. This is the Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius. That's it. Now, I don't have any repeater cards. I have a 2. And why is the Judgment a 2? It's a 2 plus 0. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. The 7 is missing. Then we go to the 8. And the 9 is missing. And then we go to the 10. The World card, that's 21. That's a 3. This gives me 2 3s here, in effect. There's 2 meanings to the 2 3s. I'm just going to read these to you. Okay, just bear with me. I'm still really not feeling well. 2 3s, and it's spread foretells of a small but pleasant surprise. Whatever this thing is, it comes to make you whole again. This is the card of integration. Fire and water. It is about separating the wheat from the chaff, the dross from the gold. This could be combining, finding the right alchemical mix. It could be you integrating your life with someone, and someone else integrating their life with yours. This almost reads like an MC kind of a reading. And what I mean by that, the medium call it the MC on your chart. It is the highest pinnacle that you can reach. Okay? And it's about having enough to go around for everybody. So this is, again, the card of legacies and inheritances. Let me give you the second meaning of the 2 3s, and then I'm going to see what, because I have these 2 major arcana cards here. And this is our past row, present, future, past, present, and future with the interplay. Divine right timing. This is Pluto and Saturn. And you guys always hear me talking about about Saturn. But here we have the 3 big outer planets. 2 of the big outer planets, which would be Jupiter and Saturn. Pluto is the farthest away. It's the smallest of the planets, and it's the farthest away. It takes him, I think it's like 248 years to make a complete circuit around the Earth. Okay, so this is really about something new, a transformation of a situation. Now, for some of you, this could be about having lost some money in the stock market. That's a Taurus card, and that's what Taurus rules. Personal money is the stock market. And right now we have Aries about to move, Uranus about to move into the sign of Taurus. And this is going to be wild financial speculations, losses and gains. Nothing is guaranteed with Uranus. And that's that sudden loss thing that you get, okay? What am I looking at? The 2 3s. Didn't I read that to you just now? Let me read it again. Please bear with me. A small but pleasant surprise. That's correct. Now, let me give you the other meaning of the 2 3s. It says, one of you are craving more change and excitement. Well, a drastic change. And maybe that's why up here at the top, we're trying to emotionally readjust, because we wanted to, things weren't moving, and we really needed them to. And in order for that to happen, we had to do something that perhaps created a loss for us. Okay. Let me go back. Let me pull up my little book here. I want to look at the 4 of Pentacles next to the Judgment card. This is quite the way it stands out here, because every card is affected. So I have to go through all of these pip cards next to these two major arcanas to give you all of the meanings. So I didn't even start my thing. So here we go. We're going to start just across with the Four of Pentacles. Then I'm going to do all of the Pentacles since I'm here. Okay, the only one I won't be able to read is this King. And this King somehow or another brings some kind of balance back. And I would also say that this is due to the changing of the nodes. Those are the four fixed cardinal signs. And right now we have the true north node in Leo, babies, children, lovers, and the true south node in Aquarius, groups and organizations, other people's money. What am I looking at? Oh, the Pentacles. Okay. Okay, there's nothing that the Four Pentacles is telling me as it relates to any of these cards. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Eight of Pentacles since I'm here in the Pentacles chapter. The Eight of Pentacles with three other, Pentacles cards. When the Eight of Pentacles appears in a spread with any three other Pentacles cards, it is an indication that a feeling of great satisfaction will be yours, as there will be a well-earned increase in finances. Maybe that's why we drinking that Dom Perignon. I don't know. Okay, very well could be. I'll pour some out for the kid. Okay. Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles next to the World card tells of happiness, fulfillment, happy family times and ties, and that life is traveling along smoothly. But I dare say it is most definitely after some kind of loss of some sort. Now, I'm going to go to the Cups here. I'm going to look at the Five of Cups next to see if they tell us anything, being next to these, next to the Judgment. It is an indication that karmic conditions or karmic lessons have been well learned and have passed. The way is now clear for new endeavors. Bright blessings are on their way into your life. Isn't that interesting? But that's Scorpio. It's, you know, a karmic sign. And karma comes through, it's the death and rebirth, okay? Through choices. And sometimes with Jupiter, which is also the Wheel of Fortune card, that's a karmic card, through just random chance or fate. Let's look at the Three of Cups. Now, it's really not next to the Temperance because this is the overall energy. And to me, this is a time of just healing and waiting, trying to regain that balance. But because it makes an appearance here, I'm going to read you this. When the Three of Cups appears in a spread next to the Temperance, it asks you to take your time to adjust and adapt gradually to changes and new experiences and situations. Moderation in all things is the safest option. Next to the Temperance, the Three of Cups indicates and asks that you take your time to settle in and become accustomed to new and exciting changes and or additions in your life. And we definitely see something. Look at this beautiful card, but it's after we've lost something. Okay. Now I'm going to look at the page of, well, no, there's really not a lot I can do. Let me just check the page. Typically pages are simply messages and news coming through. That's it. But it's definitely something that is here to move you to another level. But not without some difficulty, I think. Let me just read you this. When the Page of Swords enters your life, it is an indication that a new phase is about to begin in which your logical, rational mind must be developed and used positively, especially if this is about money. Clear thinking and caution are called for when the Page of Swords appear. All proposals or offers should be carefully considered before a final decision is made. The Page of Swords appearing in a reading implies that there is a focus on perception and indicates that you may be involved in a secretive situation that requires skills of observation, devotion, and subtlety. I don't know about the subtlety. I'm not really seeing that. You are asked to be aware that secretiveness can lead to confusion and lack of trust. You should not leave close friends in the dark, as they may wrongly interpret the situation and reach their own conclusions. Appearing in a reading, it may be telling of a time when study, research, and examinations will be prevalent. It will be a learning time, and the knowledge gained will be put to good use in the near future. Karmic lessons. It may be indicating a feeling of detachment, solitude, and inner reflection. And it may also imply a need for tact and diplomacy and keeping information or a secret to yourself for the time being. Remember I was saying about this, if this is about some money coming to you, just kind of wait. It may be indicating that there may be a possible delay or postponement that will make you displeased and disappointed. Again, I bring this card up. That's really not what I'm picking up here. But that could be the delay. The Page of Swords may be warning you of a deceitful person or a situation where you will feel deflated and defeated due to another's efforts and or lack of efforts, whichever the case may be. It appears in the reading as an indication that positive and beneficial changes are on their way into your life. A happier cycle or period of time will come about. It tells of feeling energetic and enthusiastic about all aspects of life. New ideas, concepts, and positive thinkings are emerging as changes take place around you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this Four of Pentacles and this Five of Cups. You know, if this is about the passing of a family member or something like that, and there's, you know, been an inheritance or monies or funds or even property left to you, then this could be, you know, maybe there might people trying to, I don't know, play some dirty tricks on you. And if someone perhaps is asking you what the problem is, you can give them an answer without divulging everything that you know. Yes? You can simply just state, I'm not ready to talk about that right now, but this is how I am. Or this is where I'm at. Because we see this Two of Cups here. And what's so interesting is that this is a Five of Cups. Those are spilled over, but these two cups with these is a Five of Cups. So I'm going to look at that page. And I think for some of you, and the reason why I say that, I think this is something that happens really for you tonight, around this. Why? That just leaped out at me. There's a pumpkin there. There's a pumpkin. What is it? The Day of the Dead? The Dia de los Muertos? You know, and this would be a good time to do any type of cleansing work if you need to today, so that you can prepare yourself all the way up until the full moon. Why? Because that's an ending. Let's look at this Four of Pentacles. Bambino. Viaggio. Prigione. Something new started, something new coming in, but it has been limited or constrained. Okay. In other words, it was halted. There was some judgment on that. Here we have this emotional readjustment here with the Five of Cups. I'm going to look at the Five of Cups, and then I'm going to look at this page. And another thing that it's telling me is that whatever this loss or this disappointment or these regrets are, again, the message, there's something tangible there. With this King of Pentacles, there's something tangible there. There's a transmission. Sometimes that card can be about traditions and family values. You know, maybe this is particularly with the Temperance card over the top, because since it rules Sagittarius, Sagittarius is about those religious beliefs, philosophical beliefs, people who are quite different from you. So, you know, maybe this is, say you're Hindu and you have perhaps fallen in love with somebody who is, I don't know, a Christian. Well, that's not the way, you know, you want to bring that person, or that person wants to bring you to their house for Thanksgiving, right? And so this is about people accepting you in, and you being accepting of a different way of doing things. It can also be that you're not accepted, okay? You're not included in those things, all right? In which case, this is most definitely a hurtful situation, because we do have Saturn and Sagittarius, where there's a real, that's why we see such a ugly lashback about people who are other in our country right now. Other. Like the Puerto Rican situation. I mean, really, a damn month afterward, and they still don't have electricity, and they're American citizens, but they are considered to be other by our president. And anybody who's never been quite put or fit into that societal mold, that familial, traditional kind of a thing, knows what it's like to be other. So this is whether you are bisexual, polyamorous, maybe you have a lot of tattoos, maybe you're what you do, maybe you're a stripper. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's about being other. Okay, it's about being other. So and if that is the case, I think if some of you have been going through some kind of tough times like that, know that whatever the tough timing is or was, you are integrating those particular karmic lessons, so that, and you're asked to just kind of bide your time. So this could even be in a roundabout way. This is giving you the announcement that when Saturn moves out of Sagittarius in December, okay, that whatever that karmic lesson is, or that has been playing out, it's asking you to get ready and do what you can to integrate those particular lessons so that you can move forward when the time comes. I think 2018 is going to be quite, just quite a year. Five of Cups. Dileranti, stupid actions and stupid behavior. Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune. Was I just not speaking about that? And the Gran Signore. So this is about some kind of release, and that's really to me what the the Five of Cups is about. It's about mourning that loss, releasing it, accepting that maybe whatever happened was stupid. But really what it's saying is that, because this is our vertical future column, it's really saying that through the act of fate and the end of the karmic lesson with, let's say, this person, this Gran Signore falls on the backside of this Two of Cups. So it's telling you to get yourself ready, because there's somebody new coming in who would be important in your life. This may not be a romantic situation. This could be a financial planner. What do I know? I just read cards. Okay? But you need to be ready and deal with those things that you can deal with, and be ready. I know you Sag Suns are so ready for Saturn to be out, but don't think that you're in the thick of it by yourself, because everybody has Saturn in their chart. Everybody. All right? And right now, Saturn is sitting in my 4th house. I've been trying to move out of this raggedy apartment. And what happens when you have a Saturn transit across your 4th house, you end up moving into, if you move, you end up moving into a place that's old, that's kind of broken down and decrepit, that needs a lot of work, that has, wind leaks, not rain. That would be a Neptune transit. And that kind of scares me, because, well, I don't have Neptune coming around the 7th, around the 4th. Okay. But that could be maybe you moving near water in a floodplain, or you rent a place where there are lots of leaks going on. Your roof leaks, the bathtub always leaks, the toilet leaks, things of that nature. So everybody has Saturn somewhere in their chart, okay? So don't think that you'd be the only ones going through it, because you haven't. We want to look at this Page of Swords to see what this is. The stanza. Okay, well, there's no communication in the past. We see that. Nothing coming in, but there's great passion here. So this could be about the learning, about the gathering that information all by yourself that you need in order to prepare yourself. The Sospiri. Maybe some of you are kind of waiting for that message to come through. Okay. Now, this is either about money, finances, but also something very precious. What do you do with your valuables? You lock your valuables away. You put them someplace safe. But this is also an indication of some type of stability coming. Now, this could either be emotional stability. Again, we go back to those 4 of coins, but some type of stability on the physical plane, but also on the emotional and the spiritual plane. Does that make any sense to you guys? I do hope so. Now, I want you to go ahead and formulate one angel answer. A question for the angel answer cards. I'm going to pull one angel answer. And then I'm going to pull a Heart Oracle Tarot. I know somebody contacted me and they're like, oh, you just bounced back so quick. No, I have not bounced back. This helps me. This helps me. So don't think that I am not paying close attention to the messages coming out. This helps me. All right. It says don't stop. Whatever that means for you. Now, well, isn't that interesting? Because it almost looks as though that's another judgment card. I don't know if that's whatever this is here that's cut off on the side. The first thing that I thought it was another horn. Gabriel. Angels don't need magic wands, right? So that's not a wand. I'm looking at that as a horn. So don't stop. Let's pull one angel answer card. I'm sorry, one heart oracle. Isn't this something? It is another Three of Cups. Share the love. Let's read. This is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You are on the right path, and you should see progress as long as you stay the course. It is very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. And I think that's quite interesting because there's a heart there in the hand. An offer. The Share the Love card. The key words are friendship, celebration, rejoice, and community. Everything that we're talking about with those Three of Cups and those 10 of Coins there. You're entering a period of joy and tranquility. However, this card speaks of friendship rather than romance, suggesting that this is an opportune time to connect with friends. For the time being, let go of any desires, anxiety, or stress around romantic relationships, and instead focus on your relationships with your friends. Turn to them for support if you need it, and find reasons to celebrate with them. Rejoice in the fact that they'll always be there for you and you for them. That's some real friends. Not acquaintances, real friends. Community is also important at this time, so get out of your house and away from your own concerns. How can you positively contribute to your community? Reach out to your neighbors. Is there an activity group or support group that you've thought about joining? Do it now. This is a great way to meet new people who could turn into lifelong friends. Feel the joy of connecting with others and sharing your love in that way. And that's why I'm telling you to get out of your house if you need to around this Earth Moon and to ground that particular energy. I would like to ask a favor. Many of you, and I really appreciate it, have been sending me lots of messages of love and support and condolences. I had a post up on the site. I took it down. It's too painful for me, and so I ask not that I do not need those, but I ask that you please stop sending me those, even though I really appreciate it. It's just too painful for me right now. So that's it. Don't forget, I've got the 20 for 20 special. The individual monthlies are already over there. For those of you who may be interested in a membership, there are 3 different options. There's the 30-day membership for $7. There's the 6-month membership for $28. That's a recurring membership. And then there's the yearly membership for $50. And you don't just get to come over and read about or to see those videos. You get astrology charts, there's articles, there's ebooks, there's all kinds of things. And I've got some more videos I want to post up in the astrology gallery and in the metaphysical gallery. So those will be coming. I ask for your patience at this time. And don't forget the 20 for 20 starts. I'm accepting bookings. I'm opening up. I'm accepting bookings. First come, first serve. I can only do probably about 5 readings a day. So that's limited space. And it's only going to be running until I don't know when. You'll have to go over and read it. So if you're purchasing a reading for someone else, I ask that you please, there's a little message when you get to PayPal. You can put a special message to me. Let me know the name of the person that you are what are you calling it? Purchasing the reading for. And this is just my way of giving back near the end of the year as we move into 2018. So until next time, thank you so much. Namaste.